When I came to the U.S., I was 5. We came for mostly a better education, for us to have a good job. I loved it, and it was way different from Mexico. It was more peaceful, it was bigger. I knew I was gonna like it.
There are roughly 11 million undocumented immigrants in the nation, including nearly 2 million in Texas, where about 150 are students here at Pflugerville High School. Though students and their families come to America for a better life, many challenges still remain for those who are undocumented.
We have lots of people who were brought to our country as children, not anything they had any control over, who are enrolled in the schools in Texas or schools across the nation, who go to school, who put in 12 years, 13 years of school, and at the end, they're faced with what happens next. I don't have a Social Security number. I can't enroll into another college, or I can't get a job. So their aspirations and their dreams are diminished, or they don't have them, because they know that the end result is once you finish high school, whatever happens next is unknown.
Because Danny was not a citizen when she arrived, she didn't have the freedoms most people take for granted.
2 of my grandparents passed away while we were here. We couldn't go visit them. We couldn't go visit my family because of the fright of being caught. I couldn't get my Texas ID. It would be very embarrassing having to show my Mexican ID. Some people were like, "What is this?" It looked different. At school, I had to fill out they would give me a different number, and every time, say we do any activities, and we had to put our Social Security number. I didn't have one, so I had to ask the teacher, what do I do? I always had to do different stuff. I couldn't work. I couldn't help my parents. I couldn't save for college, and just everything. I felt so different than other people.
The Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, otherwise known as DACA, was passed by the Obama administration last June. The program allows undocumented students to reside in the country legally for an additional 2 years. Since DACA has been passed, roughly 50,000 applicants have been approved here in Texas. Danny's application was approved this past year.
This gives them temporary legal status. It allows them to get a Social Security number, and it also may allow them to get a work permit so that they can work legally, continue to study without the fear of deportation.
The process of applying was long. It was also very pricey. For the passport, it was $50. For the ID, it was $30. And then we needed a lawyer. It was kind of scary, yeah. And I didn't want to let people know that I was going through that, and it was just frightening for people to know.
This particular thing would help students visualize their dreams beyond high school, and that's the big deal.
Because DACA only defers deportation, most applicants are still concerned about finding permanent citizenship.
It's not a path to citizenship, and so you have to renew every couple of years. This administration has committed to this program, but in the next election cycle, if somebody else comes in and doesn't support the program, they could terminate the program. So we really want something that's going to be much more permanent.
It's not a big jump into citizenship. It's slowly growing, and I think it's a good start.
Reporting with Gio Estrada and Priscilla Oderman, I'm Lauren Hendricks, reporting from Pflugerville High School for PBS NewsHour Student Reporting Labs.